Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to look at image classification. And now, image classification is quite straightforward in GIS. So now we are going to use Landsat image for our classification. And one thing I want you to know is that in image classification, we have different types of Landsat. We have Landsat 5. We have Landsat 7, we have Landsat 8. Landsat 5 is thematic mapper. Landsat 7 is enhanced thematic mapper, while Landsat 8 OLI, that is operational land imager. You can see it here. Now, Landsat 8 has 11 bands. Band 1 is coastal aerosol, band 2 is blue, band 3 is green, as you can see. Now, Landsat 7 has 8 bands. It has the band 1 of Landsat 7 is blue. Band 2 is green, band 3 is red. Now, also Landsat 5 thematic mapper has 7 bands, but it also has the same band combination for as Landsat 7. So which means that the band combination from 1 to 7 of Landsat TM and the band combination of Landsat 7 from band 1 to 7 are the same, except the only thing except that Landsat 5 doesn't have the 8th band, which is the panchromatic band. It doesn't have band 8. That is the only difference. So but band 1 of Landsat 8 is coastal aerosol. It's not like the other bands. So here we are going to be looking at QGIS. So here we are going to be looking at QGIS. We are going to be looking at how you can classify your image using QGIS, and I will also advise you to make use of QGIS 3.12 because it's the most stable version. QGIS 3.20, they are still working on that, though it depends, and it may work on other systems, but it's still a work in progress. So Landsat 12 is still the most stable version which you can use. So though each version of QGIS might have its own weakness, where so some plugins may work in one system on QGIS, and in another system it may not work. So that is how QGIS works. So if you notice that one version is giving you problem, try to go to another version. Try to use another version. That is the best thing I can see. So now this is the QGIS window. So for you to start your Landsat, so the first thing is go to layer, go to add layer, go to add raster layer. So here, go to where you save the folder. So this is, we are using Abuja. So here we are only interested in the first color composite. So if you want to create first color composite using Landsat 8 OLI, you will use band 3, 4, and 5. That is the green, red, and near infrared. But in Landsat 7, you use band 2, 3, and 4. And this is because band 2 for Landsat 7 and Landsat 5 is green. Band 3 is red, band 4 is near infrared. So here we are going to use band 3. This is Landsat OLI. I'm going to use Landsat 3. We are going to use Landsat band 4. We are going to use band 5. So we are going to open and close. We are going to add everything. So the next thing is that we are going to use our raster 2. We are going to clip it out. So this is Abuja. So now you can bring in the whole map of Nigeria first, or I would rather teach you how you can do that. You can bring in the whole map of Nigeria. So this is one. So here select S3 shape file. So select the first one and add. So also go again, select Nigeria data again, go to the second which contains the local government. So add the second one. So this is it. So here we are going to change this. The first one, that is ADM1, which contains the Nigeria boundary and the state. Change simple fill, change to no brush. Increase the width. Increase the width. So let's reduce this, increase the width, then apply. So the second one, double click on this as well. Go to simple fill. Go to no brush, don't apply any width, then apply. You can see that we are able to see the local government within Abuja. So the next thing you do is just click on the select feature, press on your shift key, select. So let it load, still loading. So press your shift key and select the local governments one by one. So make sure you select the ADM2 that contains the state, the local government. So now on the ADM2, right click, then go to export, save selected feature as. Then here, just see Abuja. Then click OK. Now we are not interested, we are no more interested in this once again. We are no more interested in all this. So the next thing you are going to do, let's double click on this and change the fill to a no brush, apply. So the next thing we are going to do in this case is that we go to raster with clip. That is where raster clipping comes in. We go to raster, you go to extraction, you see we have clip by raster extent. We only clip it just like a square or a triangle. By clip by max layer, we clip it like the shape, like that shape file. So here you input your boundary. So this is Abuja. So keep resolution of input raster. So here, select save to file. Just say BB1 because we already have that before. Just say BB1, then run. Now the next thing, go to this again, select the band 4, and here type BB2. So the next one, go to this, go to B5, then go to this and type BB3. So band 3 is 1 here, band 4 is 2 here, band 5 is 3 here. So we are only representing with those numbers. So you can see that we've selected everything. So you close. So now the next thing is we close all this. We don't need all this once anymore. So this is what we're interested in, only Abuja. So the next thing we do in this case is that we close this, we close it, we close all. So the next thing is that you go to your semi-auto-application plugin. You go to refresh. So here, this is the highest, from the highest to the lowest. You add, from the highest to the lowest, you add, from the highest to the lowest, you add. So in this case, you select Landsat 8 line. So here, and select your band number. So here, select this and run. So you run, select the folder, then run, and let's see what it will give us. So now this is the result of what it gives us. This is what we call false color composite. Now this red now, the red now is the vegetation. The cyan, you can see the cyan that you see, this color like cyan color, like blue color that you see, is the settlement area. You can see dark blue is the water body, you can see. So now the next thing we are going to do is you start your classification. You go to your training input, you create your training input. Let's select this and see if it will save. So now you create your training input. So you can as well create, I've created this, so you can just type anything and just save it. So once you type, the next thing is that you click on the arrow high. You can see arrow high here. So select this, then move to where you want to select. Now for me, I move to the settlement area. I just select a polygon, then you right click. So after you right click, then always save your work. Make sure you always save your work. So here you'll see image classification, then save. So here you can see this is what we are doing. So here name1, we say this is built up. Now you also select this and say built up, because you can use any of the two. Then once after you've selected, the next thing is that you save. So you save your signature. So because that's very important, so you save your signature. So if your computer is fast, it will save faster. If your computer is more strong, it will save faster. Now the reason why I'm telling you to use QGIS 3.12 is because this semi-auto classification plugin doesn't work in 3.20 yet. If you select a training site on 3.20, it will only be giving you error. So if that happens, I will advise you to go and download Qgis 3.12 to do your work. If you notice that 3.20 is not, because it's not yet a stable version, it's still a work in progress. 3.12, Qgis 3.12 is already a stable version, and I can say that it is still one of the best version that is available now. So the next thing, let's go to another settlement area. You can see other settlement area. You can just zoom out. So Abuja is large, you can see it's very large, so that's why it's better to select a small area. So now built up again, you select a polygon. So the next thing, you save. So if your system is faster, it will save faster. So now let's just select. You can select as many points as possible. You can select as many points as possible that you want. So you can still go to other area, select a polygon, and right click. So here change it to 1, then save. Then save. You can see. So now let's select another point. So we cannot do everything at once. So this is it. So now the next thing is that let's go to, there are some features that when you look at them and you are not sure, it's better you check them on Google Earth. Now the next thing is that you click on this, we match them together. You press your shift key and you select them one by one. Then you go to match. Then you go to merge highlighted. Okay. So it may merge everything. It will only become 1. So instead of the 3, it will merge it as 1. So that is it. So you can see it as match. So here you press your shift key and delete them. You can see you delete the others. So this is the one it has highlighted. So just say built up. So you do for the rest also. Now this, so the first thing you do is uh, you change this to true, then you see vegetation. So this as well, change to vegetation. So now we've changed to true now. So you click, then you click, you right click, then you now calculate. You save the signature. So here you can select another one again. Let's select another one. So but make sure you change this back to true before you save. It's very important. Now you can pick as many points as possible as you want, but you can see the city is very large, so it's very difficult to select. These are some rocky features with settlements. You can see these are some hilly areas with settlement. So now let's double click on the, let's click on this, shift click on this, then merge it together. Now let's click on this, select this, then delete. So this is our merge vegetation. Let's just see vegetation. Now the next thing, let's try to select some water body. So let's select this water body. So right click, then change this to 3 as well. Just see water, just see water, and click save. Don't mind me, my system is slow because it is not strong enough. So you change this one back to 3, then you can select another polygon, then right click, then save again. So the next thing, yes, you can go to, you can see another water body here. You can see, and change back to 3. And mind you, if you want to go back to select a build up again, you can. Just type 1, then type build up the way you write the figure here. Then after you've done it, you match it together. You understand? So that is how it is. So now let's match the water together. So let's match it together. So now we select this, press your shift key and select everything and delete, because this is what we need. So this is water. So you can see, if you zoom in closely, you can see settlement. You can see that we can see settlement closely. So you can press your 1. You can press your 1 again. And just you can see once you type 1, build up appear. So build up. You can see built up appear. So you select the built up, you right click, then you click OK. So you can see, so you can take this again, you can take the three again, then match them together. So you can match them together. So that is it. So let's delete this three. So you can see match built up. That is match built up again. You can see, so you can see reselect it now. The bare land, what you will mean as bare land is bare land doesn't appear as vegetation, it appears as dark green, like a normal land that nothing is there. So something like this, dark green. So there we select 4, there we select 4. Let's say bare land, bare land. So you can see this very tiny thing, very dark green, but we don't really have much here because of the development of the city. So that is why we don't have much. So right click, so you can just click find one point. Let's just select this. So then the next thing you merge also. So you wait for it to run. So but if your system is core i7 upward, core i5 upward, it will be more faster. So yeah, let's see if we can see another point. No, doesn't really. So you can classify these places as rocky areas. You can classify them as rocky area. So now let's use this one that we pick to do our classification. So the next thing you do is, once you've done that, the next thing you do is to go to um, your semi this communication plugin, this, then you go to your what, to your band processing. So here you now go to classification. So this is classification, so you can use either of the two. We can use the first one, so let's use the first one. Now select input band sets. We only have 3 band sets, so we can use minimum distance, maximum likelihood, so you can use anyone. So you can use algorithm, you can use this, let's use this. So classification reports, so let's run, see what it will give us. So let's see this. So let's see this. So let's go to our right option. No. Let's go to this, not this. So let's go to our let's go to our training input back, and let's see certain things that we've not done. Okay, so go to our right option, let's see. Okay, so let's see. So this is classification. This is classification, maximum likelihood. So here, let's see, apply mask. So let's just see SSS, or rather, let's select. Let's select this. We want an SCP here. Let's select this. So once you've done that, the next thing you are going to do is, once you click on this place, once you click here, and once you click here, you just close all these ones, then go to your classification. So here you leave it as default as it is. So you can either select minimum distance or maximum likelihood, so you can use any of these. So once you've done that, just click on run. It will tell you to save it. Just say classified. You can just say classified, then click save, so it will run. So you leave it to run. So you leave it to run. This is it. So it has finished running. So you can close this one. You can see this is what we classify. So what you are going to do is you can right click on it, then go to properties. So now we don't need this, so we can just change this to something else. So you can change it. So we can just go to pseudo natural color. So 1, we don't really need that. So, or rather, we can change it to equal interval. So, or rather, we can change it to to palette. So classify, you can see. So change it back to palette classify. So this, we rather use a non-color for that. So we can save that as class. So here you can click apply. So now this is water body. This red is the built up. Looking at it, this red is the built up area. You can see. So now the blue, this is the built up area. So you can say built up, then 2 water body, 3 vegetation, then this that we changed is the bare land. So that is the bare land. So we can change the color again. So that is the bare land. So the built up, we can use something like red. Then water body, we can use blue, a dark blue. The vegetation is better we use green and use dark green. Then we apply. So you can see these are the you can see these are the settlement areas. These are the settlement area. This is the water body. You can see this is the water body. These are the settlement area. These are the vegetation. You can see these are the built up areas. So you can see these are the bare land. So the reason is because we didn't pick much points. So this is how to do image classification in QGIS. So this is our classified image. You can do your layout from it. So you can do your layout from it. So that is how to do image classification. So here you can go back and select pseudo natural color. Pseudo natural color, we classify it as 5. You can see it will classify it as 5. Now this, looking at it clearly, if you look at it clearly you will see you can use another color to see it clearly. So you can see this. You can see this is the water. So you can change it to blue. You can change the water to blue. So this is the settlement. You can change it to something like red. Let's see, something like red is okay. And this is the vegetation. So you can change the vegetation to green. Which is the vegetation. So this is the built up. This is the built up. And now this is the bare land. You always understand what I'm saying now? So this is the bare land. So now this you can see even after removing it, it still shows that is the background. That is the background, which can never be changed. So that is how image classification in QGIS. So that is it. So you can actually apply and click OK. So this is how to do image classification in QGIS. That is image classification in QGIS. So that is image classification in QGIS. So you can just decide to go to clip extent and try if it will work. So this is the classified. Let's see. So let's just run. Don't need to change anything. So let's see. Clipped, you can see it doesn't work. So let's see to see if we can. So let's see equal interval just for classes, and let's see how that will go. Okay, it worked. So you can see, that worked. It worked. So you can actually go to your property and just change it to bare land. So you can see we've used that to remove the background that is spoiling the image. Then this is the built up. So let's change the built up to something like red. Then so it means the water appeared as this. Change to blue. So let's say water. And this, which is vegetation, let's change to vegetation. Then appear. Let's just see vegetation. So that is vegetation. Then apply. You can see this is a very good work. Here you can just right click and see class. That is it. So that is the best way you can create your map. That is the best way you can create your image classification. So this is all about creating image classification in QGIS.